What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today I'm bringing you guys a straight banger. Straight banger. I told you guys months ago that with cavalry rising in popularity, infantry are going to be even more important than before. I just want to say I told you guys, okay? Because the amount of calves that I saw this season and the amount that I yeeted in my infantry was phenomenal. So, with that being said, guys, today's video is going to be on the 5 tank setup from what, in my opinion, what I think is the best tank player in the game. And I know that that's a crazy take, right? At the end of the day, it's my opinion. Maybe you guys have played against other tank mains that you thought were great or whatever, but let me tell you, Aristotle, when I played him, he had 2 accounts, and he would TP in and just 10 bomb infantry non-stop. I don't like it was crazy. Like every time he poured it in, it was just infantry. So with that being said, guys, let me introduce you guys to our guy here, Mr. Aristotle. So when I met him, he was in SSG. As you guys know, SSG and BDO merged. And yeah, dude, I stand by it. Listen, to be the best tank player, in my opinion, it's gonna take a pretty hefty wallet for sure. Maybe some tank players have better pets in terms of like more 3-stars and stuff like that. But when you're a Kraken like Aristotle, you work on so many pets, guys. It's not as easy as it is for some low, mid, or even high spend, right? When you're in the Kraken mode, like you gotta have so many different pets. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like Aristotle probably doesn't have as many 3-star pets. And actually, I know that's probably why, because I know a lot of Krakens that I help them review their accounts and stuff like that. So anyways, Rage. He's from Rage now, Aristotle. Let's go ahead and take a look at his profile. Kind of give you guys some credibility behind him. 362 million power. Right? 1.8 billion kills. And dude, let me tell you, and I'll show you guys the breakdown. 12.7 million deads. Okay? Doesn't really gather like a true Kraken, right? When we go look at his merits, oh god, here we go. Math with guns. Anyways, 268 million merits. Okay, out of those 268, 268, about 37 are cavalry. Infantry are maxed, and then his mage one recently got finished literally like 12 days ago, right? So we can go ahead and say, for math's sake, that's probably about 50 million still. So like 270 minus 90, so that's about what, 180 million merits off just infantry. I know, it's absolutely insane, man. It's absolutely insane. Also, when I was live streaming, I think I saved it on my other computer. I have a new computer already, but also when I was live streaming, we did a poll. We had a vote of like 300 and something votes. I think we had Aristotle on there. We had Jason. We had Toxic. Who else did we have? I know Toxic no longer plays the game, but he was still up there as one of the tank mains. And I think we had Humble Pie. So those 4, in my opinion, were in the contention for being like top tank players that I personally have met out in the field, right? So, anyways, let's get to the builds. Okay, so starting off with we're gonna go G1 up to the newest ones. Okay, so first one here, he has Goresh Skogul. Excuse me. He's rocking the Bruin Bear, and he has an exemplar Spirit Bone Torque. Now, some of you guys may be wondering, wow, Bruin Bear, like I thought Bruin Bear was like useless or yada yada yada. Dude, the Bruin Bear is not useless, man. I think that if you're using a Goresh Skogul, that's what the Bruin Bear specializes with. Excuse me. I mean, he was literally, like, the Bruin Bear was literally made for, like, Goresh Skogul, man. There's other marches that work. For example, Venomous, or other pets, Venomous Lizard and things like that. But let's go ahead and get into the talents. So you can see here, One of the things that I've noticed, and even for me as an infantry enthusiast, I'm actually at 46 million infantry merits myself. You know, but nothing compare Aristotle's experience. But that's one of the things I will say. Like at when you are literally yeeting tanks, like the speed is not that important when you're playing more of like a Kraken kind of like high spender whaley kind of role. Now, like if you only have a few waves of your infantry, right, and you need that extra speed in order to trigger that berserk charge for the infantry to be able to blink even further behind enemies, like sneak up on them quick, right? Because if your infantry is a little too slow, your blink march may not be able to have enough of that wow factor. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling off there. But you can see here he's picked 0 march speed. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Pretty solid setup. I would say. Pretty solid setup. Almost exactly what I run. Almost, but still really good setup. Make sure you guys. I mean, dude, that's why I gave you guys the experience that he has. Like, I mean, just check it out, okay? Boom, and always, and as I always say, right? You can always take builds that I show you guys, and then you can kind of warp them around like your specific playstyle. Where you're like, well, I like a little bit more speed. All right, cool. Add a little bit more speed. I like a little bit more DPS. Cool. Add a little bit more DPS. So at the end of the day, these are all recommendations from top sources that I consider S tier players, man. I mean S plus, to be honest. Here we go. We got a Danfel Mogro, fully awakened, max 6-star. Same thing for the Goresh Skogul before. You got the Shield of Sturdiness. My God, let me tell you guys, man, the Shield of Sturdiness is one of my favorite artifacts in the game. A lot of situations in the game, you're battling for that little bit of space, right? And whenever you're able to push other infantry back, let's just say they're running up, getting ready to blink on all your mates, and then you shielding rush, push them back, like. I mean, it's amazing, right? And the Shield of Sturdiness also exemplar adds an infirm upon damaged legions, which makes them take 7% more damage. So exemplar is just insane, right? He's actually rocking the venomous lizard on here. Some of you guys are probably like, "Whoa, no Moonbear." I mean, I've ran the venomous is good on everything, to be honest. And I've talked to some tank mains that actually prefer the venomous lizard on all their pets, damn near. Because of that, it has a very far range, right? I think it's the only infantry pet that has that. The rest are like melee range, right? So, Venomous Lizard's always a big W. I mean, he has an EOS Advanced Infection on there. He has EOS Counter Strike on there. Okay, and then here goes the talents. So, very, very similar build. Except here he went with Generalist. So while in battle, your legion has 10% chance to gain Keen, Shelter, Vigor, increasing attack, defense, and attack by 5% for 1 second. Okay, so hey, sometimes tanks only last like 4 seconds. So 1 second is kind of a big deal. I know most people are like, I'd probably go for counter instead. Like I said, there's a method to everyone's madness, yeah. He actually chose a little bit of march speed on this one. Maybe he went no march speed on the Goresh Skogul because of Skogul's like OP berserk charge. She gets like an extra speed when she does it. So here it is right here. Take a screenshot, guys. Bada bing, bada boom. Moving on to the next one. We got Madeline Theia with exemplar dragon scale armor, man. This artifact right here, guys, is probably going to be the bread and butter for most of the players. For example, on my alt account, I have an exemplar dragon scale, and it's also like a level 4 because of the Titan's Legacy. So it's very attainable, right? Even if you're low spend, at least even like the normal dragon scale, and very, very good out in the field, man. So that's super great there. He's running the Madeline Theia. A lot of other people like to run like a Maddie Hosk or a Madeline Nika. I've ran a Madeline Theia, and it's definitely awesome to run it. And he's also rocking another venomous lizard here. You guys are seeing it here. I love venomous lizards, man. They're awesome, dude. They're awesome. Especially, one of the things I say about venomous lizards is like it could also be a hybrid for cavalry, right? Because I know a lot of people go for a little bit like kind of like higher like single target DPS pets when it comes to cavalry. However, the venomous lizard can work just fine, right? So if you're looking for Between the venomous lizard and the moon bear, great hybrids. A little extra information for you guys, for those of you guys looking to optimize your accounts. You can see here he went actually a little bit different build here. He has a fierce attack on there, intense fierce attack, and he actually has counterattack on here as well. Okay, moving on to the next one, Hosk Nika. Dude, I love Hosk Nika. Honestly, anytime that I have like messed around and just kind of yeeted some extra tanks just to like, I mean, it's so cool, dude. It's so cool launching a bunch of tanks out like that. I can't wait to do that. The exemplard Gray Mars hammer. Don't even get me started on this thing, guys. This thing, when it bonks you like a whack-a-mole and you just cannot move, you're just bedazzled for 6 seconds, especially as a cav player, like, nah, you're just cooked. You're just straight up cooked. It's over. Like, the fight is over. I mean, I'm not going to say too much about this. I will say it's a secret weapon. I'll say that. We got another venomous lizard in the lineup. You guys are starting to see the correlation here between the venomous lizards, okay? Boom. Yep, both obviously awakened 6-starred. And here's the talent he is running. Yep. So you can see here he decided to go with the HP instead of normal attack burst, or even a chance to deal hero skill damage, which I get that. I get that decision. It makes sense. Now that I'm looking at it here, he went with, you know, some more attack, a little bit of extra speed here, and then some extra counter attack bonus. Yeah, interesting. I've never ran like the full overall tree, but I see what he did here. Boom, 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 right? And then when you're hit with normal attack, you have a chance to go forward even more, but applying that additional pressure to the enemy's Thunder Fury. Also great skill there. Make sure you guys take a screenshot of that. Yes, sir. Okay, moving on to the next one, Garwood Nika. I like Garwood Nika. I'm not going to lie, dude. I think a lot of these marches are kind of slept on, especially right now since the G4 infantry are out. All these other tank marches kind of live in the shadows. Granted, are the G4 tanks that much better? Yeah, they kind of are, right? But as you can see here, even an S tier player is still using Garwood Indis, Hosk Nika. I mean, granted, when you're at the Kraken level, like, you're using everything, to be honest. So here we go with the Garwood. He's running the Deathless Vines, which is really nice to be able to trap cavalry. Obviously, both awakened 6-starred, and he's actually running a Sand Lizard on this. What's interesting about the Sand Lizard, and yes, I know you guys see it's 1-star, but the thing is, like I said, when you're a Kraken, and trust me, either, you know, you talk to enough Krakens and you know that they have to level up so many pets, so they don't really have the time to like fully max everything, absolutely everything. However, when the auctions come around, that's gonna change. Oh my god. These Krakens are about to go crazy for these pet auctions. Oh, dude. I mean, we already see what people do at the auctions of just skills. Can you imagine an entire pet? My god. But anyways, the Sand Lizard. With this build, to be honest, it makes sense to me because Garwood Indis already have crazy sustainability, right? And then Garwood has a bunch of skills in his kit that he loves that healing. So I can see it. And then over here, we got the talents. Once again, you can kind of see like a very similar builds across the way here for him. So there's the build, screenshot it. All right. And then here we go next to wait, did he share him with me again? Oh, now he has a moon bear on him. Okay, so here's the moon bear that he also has. Okay, here's the moon bear that he also has there. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Krakens just have a bunch of different things. Venomous Lizard still on that one. The Garwood Moo. Right. You know what? I actually was running this on my alt account earlier, and it was actually pretty good. Not bad. A lot of us have a move because of our range units. Okay. Granted, you guys, I would suggest you guys to be careful because then you're going to run into stamina issues, but Garwood Moo also really good. Then he said these would be my best combo for the infantry. Okay. He said the reason people were impressed by my infantry is probably because I used 2 accounts to spam 10 infantry bomb on the field. So he was saying, I usually switch one of these infantries to blink considering the situation. He said, but the most important thing is RSS for infantry. And bro, let me tell you, and the way that Aristotle thinks about it, I definitely see it, guys. Because when you think about infantry, it's about just getting them out there. Like, yes, having them, with crazy good pets and everything like that will give you some better value, but like not that much. I know some of you guys are gonna hang me for that one, but like it's true. For example, like if you spend four, five, $600,000 on a freaking mage pet or an archer, like you see the difference in the reports, big time, right? You're talking like 30, 40, 50K merit difference. But with infantry, if I had to put a number to it based off when I was running like a pet compared to like a decent, I would say at least a B tier. Like, I mean, you're talking like maybe like 5, 6, 7K merit difference. If you have like a cracked out pet, probably about 10 or 12K, right? So the difference in merits is not there. So some of the Krakens, they'd rather just have like okay pets and just full send into resources, buying out that mana, buying out the supply station, just straight Kraken behavior, guys. So okay, we're moving into to Quan here. So he has Kuma Quan. So he has Kuma here. He said he's working on it. He probably already maxed it by now, to be honest. But he has the artifact max, the Serpent's Edge. Okay, he maxed out the SLE hero, as I recommend everyone to do. Some people max out Kuma right away, and now they're sitting there with a Kuma max, and Quan's not even in the dailies. They're like, what do I do now? Like, you should have listened. Like, I try giving advice, bro. I try giving advice. Some people take the time to consume the information that I give people, and not even just from my own knowledge. You can see this. I like to do collaborations with other players in the game, guys, because although my knowledge individually with infantry is actually pretty good, I'm not going to lie. I've been running a lot of infantry, and I talk to a lot of people, but at the end of the day, these guys are what I call the SMEs, right? You guys are like, a SME? What's a SME? A SME is a subject matter expert in that field. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can be good, you can be savvy, but are you an expert at that specific troop type? Anyways, you can see here with his Mazrock, running a very similar build, like mine. What do I have different here? I think we have it pretty much almost the same. Except I don't think I have Tooth and Claw on mine. I think I ended up switching mine out. But, I mean, either way, this is still a really good build here. You got the counter, EOS counter. He's probably going to end up replacing that Tooth and Claw with the advanced coil. And it's probably working on that. So, let's go ahead and get into the talent. Boom. So, his is at a level 45. But you can see here, boom, 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 boom. And then when you go from here, let me show you guys mine, because we pretty much have the same thing of that way you guys get like the proper screenshot, right? So I think he went with hero skill damage on his, right? So on his right side here, you can kind of just fill it in here, boom, 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 right? I have seen people switch up the Kuma and go with the hero skill damage here. I haven't tested the hero skill damage. The reason why I haven't is because maybe if they both did hero skill damage, I would go with that. It's mainly Kuma being an enabler for Quan to do his big skill damage, right? Because Kuma does the job of stealing that HP, buffing up that Quan to be able to hit as hard as he does. They got some synergy there. So let me go back to Aristotle. I mean, dude, he gave me this info like a while back, dude. He gave me this info a while back. He said I'm gonna add talent, reinforce skill when he gets 4 ambers, right? So, yeah. So we'll kind of go back to it. There you guys see it. No, actually, yeah, it's pretty much the same build that I had. So yeah. Go in here, finish this off. I would say go with the force field, and then after that you can go with either gain some more healing or just do some more hero skill damage. So yeah, you can get creative with it there. So, man, I am glad that I was able to get this out to you guys. I mean, it's been busy, bros. I mean, our KBK has been crazy. I know you guys have heard a lot of the, a lot of the drama videos that everybody is doing. I feel like so many people are doing drama videos, but it's like, it's all like third party information, you know what I mean? And like, trust me, guys, there will come a time where I tell you guys everything that happened in TFS. I've talked about it several times on stream, very openly, down to the last detail, names, everything. But above everything, man, a lot the core leadership is still there, man. The two people that we had leave from leadership were not they were not the core members of TFS. They were here for like a season or two, but the OGs from TFS, the people that have known Jason since global launch, like, we're still here. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, that's a whole nother like 30 minutes there. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys want me to cover, the situation with TFS and what's going on. So, yeah. But anyways, not about that. This is about the infantry video. And let me tell you guys, do not sleep on your infantry. Even on my alt account, I'm starting to work on my infantry. Super low spend account over there. So, I mean, it has crazy good mages, but it's time. It's time. I mean, if a Quan Kuma is the meta, and it's performing better than Goresh Skogul. Well, don't get me wrong, Goresh Skogul sometimes still outperforms the G4 heroes. Sometimes. So, don't get it twisted. Goresh Skogul are not in the trash bin. They're still an amazing March. So it's not a wasted investment for a lot of you guys that decided to go that route. But anyways, guys, that's going to be for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked the video, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Big shout out to Aristotle from Rage for sharing that. A lot of people like to gatekeep their stuff, but like I said, at the end of the day, man, these are all tools to help you guys be better. It's not going to turn you into Aristotle. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys saw, but I mean, the guys at 80 million merits and probably majority infantry, I would argue, say probably about 70%. I have noticed him out there with the calves a little bit more. So, but yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel and don't want to miss out on this, so far we did an archer one, we did a cav one, we did a mage one, and now the tank one. So that's all four unit types covered. I will do my best to update these as much as possible. And I always, for the major one, I just do myself. But for all the other ones, I talk to other people, okay? Other people that also, within the community that specialize in that. And not even just that specialize, they also have the respect from the community. Aristotle is exactly one of those players that leads by example, yeeting out that infantry, man. I mean, there's just not enough people talking about infantry mains, to be honest. Like, these are the guys that are winning in the wars. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways to, kind of get some little cheesier merits as well. But I mean, front lines, baby, freaking metal on metal, helmet to helmet. That's what the infantry players are. Much respect to all you infantry mains out there. Stay strong, guys. That's going to be it for this one. And it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.